Alright guys, guess where we're at today? I have a great surprise for you. It's getting into maple syrup season and we are at Big Tom's Maple Syrup and Supply out here in Lake Odessa, Michigan. It's actually a new maple supply warehouse. We were out here last year and he's got some really cool stuff. Say hi.
Say hi. Syrup season.
Sure is. So we're out here getting some supplies. We got to get some taps, and we usually like poking around and Googling over everything, typical farm related stuff. So it's always interesting going in here. People always bring their kids in. It's a blast. It's a real great place. So let's go ahead and go inside and check it out.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write up a whole yeah, and then we'll put the total down, what you paid, and then we'll go from there.
Alright, so one of the things that I really find myself getting excited about is looking at all of the maple syrup equipment. I mean, these things are like pieces of art that get filled with all sorts of sticky crappiness, which turns into gold. This right here is a maple syrup evaporator. This is much larger than what we run. Barrel evaporator, full stainless pan, 2x3, 2 compartments, and then that's the arch. An evaporator consists of 2 parts. You have an arch, and then you have your syrup pan on top. The arch is where you put the fire. So this is the fire box in there, and then the back is your chimney.
Can I go in there?
You gonna stick your head in there?
Bye bye. I'm going into my time machine.
Might come out kind of crispy. So if you're looking at doing your own if you're looking at doing your own home operation, this is more like what you're looking for. This is a small evaporator. This is actually kind of a cute little system. I don't know how many gallons per hour it runs. This is a 2x3. And if you've got, I don't know, 15 good taps, you could use something like this. This is a syrup preheater. So you put your maple sap in here, and then it heats it up, and then you can slowly let it trickle down into here. So as it trickles down, it cooks in this chamber, comes into this chamber, comes into this chamber, and then it comes out here into probably a finishing pan. Now the preheater helps keep your sap hot, so when it hits your cooking sap, it doesn't kill the process. Alright, so one of the key elements too in running a maple syrup operation is your tubing. Lots and lots and lots and lots of tubing. Now, right now, a lot of the maple syrup houses use vacuum systems, which sucks the sap out of the tree, which is a great idea, but it's very complicated because you have to run a network of tubing through your whole woods, which if your woods are full of deer, yeah, it's a little dicey. So it's also expensive. Besides the fact that you have to buy a ton of tubing, you also have to buy the vacuum system, and the vacuum systems alone can run you $2 to $3 grand or more. That's a lot. So when you are out buying your maple syrup from the store and you're complaining about how expensive it is, let me tell you that maple syrup is one of the things you are really not going to make a whole lot of money on unless you're doing a major giant operation. Because any sort of farming, there's a ton of labor involved for just a little bit of profit. And you can see that the equipment itself is expensive. This is just a basic backyard unit. I mean, this is stainless steel, and yes, you can make your own. But these are finely crafted machines that are designed to get you the biggest bang for your buck. This right here is the stack. Yeah, this one's actually pretty nearly identical to the one we run right here. Now with our maple syrup cooker, we don't have an arch like this. We actually took a steam table, gutted it, stripped it down, welded it, and filled it full of fire brick. And that was our arch. Saved a lot of money because an arch alone can run you $2 grand. So this is actually D&G brand. I didn't realize this moved. Actually, I don't want to tell my kid that's here because he'll take it across the floor. Alright, so this is a cross flow pan, and this is $3,900. So this right here is your float box. You're gonna have the sap come in that hole in the back, and it's going to send it in. Let's see, that little hole right there. The sap's gonna come out and it's gonna keep a special level in this. It goes down those little slots and it comes back up and cooks, and then it comes out that hole back there, travels through all those little grates as it cooks. Then as it gets closer to syrup, it will come out. Oh shoot, where's the hole? Does it not have a hole in here? Wow, this is interesting actually, because this has a side pass. Now this one's kind of different than ours, because this one actually has a removable sap pan, which I've heard a lot of people like. So this one's got a sap, this one has a syrup tube that connects that pan to this pan. So it'll shoot it into here, and it'll continue cooking into syrup until you reach the certain temperature, and then you shoot it out right through here. So that one's very similar to ours, except ours has a computerized system that hooks in right here and will automatically open that valve and let it out when it's syrup. But this is a nice system. It's nice to have a removable pan. Ours is all one unit, so if we were to upgrade, we'd probably get something closer to this. And that's an 18 by 63. So there's lots of just different options. Oh wow, it smells like sugar over here. Oh, I guess that's why. Alright, so here's a good example of a maple syrup arch. And you can actually see inside this. This doesn't have the pan on top, so just picture like the big silver pan right there on here. So the way it's designed is you're gonna, actually this one you can't line this with bricks. Typically you want to line these with fire brick, which helps keep the heat in and shoot it straight out the back. So right here you're going to put your wood. This one's got a little space for shooting air underneath the wood, which superheats your fire and shoots it up here. So all of your heat, all of your smoke travels up here, and then it shoots out the back and then up your stack. I just wanted to show you real quick what this looks like.
Whatever's over there. Yeah, those are 1970. That's it, you first. Okay, I didn't know. They are different brands. They are different brands. Yep. Yep. These are the new ones from a lot of America. Yeah, we got it. We have over 150. Now it's not a big deal if people see line, right? Office part of the car. That makes contact with the tree. Right. I could probably get that. I think I'll just lay that down. I mean, I can get your different. Let's just do a bigger box and get the box of the demon. This part here. But I can put this part here in the back. Everything's secure, you know. You don't want to tighten all the nuts and all that. No, they have to like. They're supposed to be in here. And then what I'll do is I'll cut this off right now. If we can just get just cut a piece of cardboard. This one? Hold on. What's that? What's that here right now? That's not wrong. Look at that. You up to yourself now. It was made for no leather handle. Yeah, we got canners, little lines. You know what they do? Everybody has that 50 buckets, 70 buckets they're going to leave out there just to go collect, just for that. And I do it for my grandkids. They went out with me last year and collected the 20 buckets we had out. It was a blast. But that's what you want to do. You want nostalgia.
Show them where it comes from.
It is very good. But as you get older, it's kind of nice to get most of it that comes to you quite easily.
That's when you make the kids do it.
They're only 4. We're pushing that. Yeah, but soon.
You get 2 kids on a bucket.
Soon, they will do it. They'll have fun.
What size bucket do you want?
I have got the 2-gallon buckets right now. And there again, some days you can't keep up. You're out there twice.
Right.
Dump it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Eric. I'm like, you can't always go any more than every other day because we run 5-gallon buckets. And he's like, oh, you're not going to get 2 gallons a day. I'm like, sometimes you do.
Sometimes
on the good days you do. And you don't want to lose that.
Well, I have been in the woods with 3-gallon buckets that you dumped in the morning and you dumped mid-afternoon. You just could not keep up.
Keep up with it, yeah.
And then you're at the same problem at the sugar bush. You can't evaporate fast enough and you don't have enough storage.
Oh, we've got lots of storage.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, keeping up on it, keeping the wood chopped, and then you've got cooking, but then you still have to go empty buckets, so then it's like...
You're pulled 2 directions. See, that's where you're supposed to have a bunch of little kids. Go out and collect all your buckets for you while you boil them down.
See, all of our kids are teenagers, and it's like pulling teeth trying to get them out there to do it.
Yes.
They don't know, you know.
There's a family over here that went through that. The kids all got to be teenagers. They quit making maple syrup. Their kids all hit 20, 21, 22, started having kids of their own, and all of a sudden they're making maple syrup.
Good.
Because they felt the need to share it with their children.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't do it on a huge scale, but they do make maple syrup, which is a very good thing. You know, share it with your kids.
Right.
You know though, we were talking to a guy last year that runs a very inexpensive vacuum unit.
Really?
Can be run off, like you said, a suitcase generator.
Okay.
And he said you can go 400 or 500 taps on it. And he goes, and you're not going to pull the big vacuum that they do out east.
Right.
But you're going to increase your sap production by 50%. He said on 300 taps, you'll pay for the system in a year.
Really?
You know, because you'll increase that much.
But then you got to make sure you've got the evaporator that can handle all that.
There again, it's
always a trade-off.
It's the vicious cycle of, you know, matching everything up and keeping everything going. Then you got to have the customers to sell it all. Yes.
Farming stories.
Yeah, and tell you all their nightmares.
Yeah. I get a lot of those too.
Yes, scorching pans.
Oh yeah, I got a good story on that one.
So, all right, and the receipt's right in here.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys, it was nice to see you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.